Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to Michael in the Morning. Today is Wednesday, July 22nd, 2020, and there is a lot of big news to cover from Congress. In today's video, we're going to go over how more than 65,000 new virus cases were recorded on Tuesday, and the daily death total in the United States exceeded 1,000 deaths for the first time in weeks. Then we're getting to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and how on Tuesday he made it clear that he supports another round of direct stimulus checks. And we're going to go into specific details there. And then finally, we're going to get into the second stimulus check timeline. A lot of White House officials are finally agreeing on when we are going to receive it. They're all saying that we should expect to see the bill pass by the end of next week, or at least that is the goal. But before we get started, if you're interested in staying up to date on what is going on in the world with your money, well then please be sure to like the video down below and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when new videos come out. Also, don't forget to get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investing app, and get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app as well. Let's jump right into it. So more than 65,000 new virus cases were recorded on Tuesday, and the daily death total in the United States exceeded 1,000 for the first time in weeks, as the Center for Disease Control said there were likely far more infections than what had been reported on Tuesday. The 1,120 deaths reported on Tuesday was the highest total since May 29th, earlier in the year. The news came as President Trump told reporters during his first virus briefing since April that the outbreak would probably get worse before it gets better. This is a major change from what he has been saying previously. He had previously said we are seeing embers and things were already getting better, but now he's saying things will get worse before they get better. While he says things are getting worse, on Tuesday, Trump also had a positive assessment of the economy. He said, "We are in a pandemic, and yet we are producing tremendous numbers of jobs, and the economy is still getting better, even though virus cases seem to be getting worse." Robert Redfield, the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, told ABC News earlier today that it was very hard to predict how bad the virus crisis could get, and emphasized the importance of wearing face masks moving forward. But he would not commit to support for a national mask mandate. Moving on, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell on Tuesday made it clear that he supports another round of direct payments to Americans. He explains how the American job market needs another shot of adrenaline. He said Senate Republicans are laser focused on getting American workers their jobs back. He also goes on to explain how he supports another round of direct payments to Americans. This is something that President Trump and top members of his administration has said as well. So now we're having everyone in agreement that we need a second stimulus check. He says we want another round of direct payments to help American families keep driving our national comeback and help the economy continue to recover. But he explained that if we lose control of the virus, everything else won't matter. If we can't keep the virus under control, it doesn't matter what other measures are passed, because then the economy will have to shut down again and things will get worse. People will lose their jobs. So he said the main number one goal right now is keeping the virus under control. With his comments saying that definitely there will be a direct second stimulus check and direct payments, it brings Republicans on board finally with Democrats in the House and the Trump administration, who have indicated that they all support direct payments. So now we have House Democrats who have been outwardly supporting second stimulus checks for a while. We have President Trump, who said he wants to pass a larger, more drastic bill than the Democrats. He said he supports direct checks. And now we finally have Republicans in the Senate saying we will have a second stimulus check. So that is what we had been waiting for. That is what we had needed. Now everyone is on board, and it's just a matter of time before they can agree on the specific numbers. Right now, key details are unclear on how much you are going to get and what the certain income level is, but we do know we will receive a second stimulus check. Moving on, in addition to stimulus checks, sources told Fox News this week that an emphasis would be put on liability protections and addressing unemployment insurance in a proper way. They said they have to fix the unemployment benefits. As for liability protections, Mitch McConnell said he was focused on creating a safe harbor for firms, universities, and small businesses to reopen. He explained that if we want any genuine reopening at all, we need to carve out a new normal, and we can't go back back to what life was like before April because it's simply not possible right now. He said we have to carve out a new normal. We need to make sure there are protections for these businesses, universities, and firms to reopen safely. Meanwhile, with unemployment benefits, House Democratic Caucus Chairman Hakeem Jeffries, a Democrat from New York, said it would be cruel-hearted and callous to cut off additional unemployment benefits without extending the program. And he said a failure of leadership in the Senate and the White House if they don't extend these. He said we need to extend these moving forward because there are millions of Americans who are going to be out of work, because there are millions of Americans who are out of work and have no way of paying their bills. So they need to make sure that they continue to support these people and they get something passed before they expire. Jeffries noted that the House bill that was passed in May, the HEROES Act, it extended those benefits, which he said is appropriate because the pandemic is not over and in many parts of the country it is just getting started. So he says we need to make sure to extend these benefits like what was initially proposed in the HEROES Act. On top of this, Steven Mnuchin also spoke about unemployment benefits. He said that our objective is to try to get something done before the enhanced unemployment benefits expire at the end of this month. He said there's a lot of people who are still out of work and we need to make sure we can do everything we can to provide funding to them before this unemployment benefits expire. Right now, the $600 per week and $2,400 per month payments are set to expire at the end of July. So he said their goal is to try and get something resolved and something proposed before then. On Tuesday, White House spokesperson said the administration would seek targeted money for testing, saying that they were willing to put in money for targeted testing that makes sense. Previously, the White House had said they didn't want to spend money for virus testing and contact tracing, but now White House spokesperson is saying they will put money in. They just want to make sure they're not just dumping money into a pot that contains $10 billion. They want to make sure they're spending money in a way that makes sense. Finally, after meetings yesterday between President Trump, Steven Mnuchin, Nancy Pelosi, and other members in Congress, they finally are coming up of a timeline of when we can expect to receive the second stimulus check. On a call with House Democrats on Tuesday, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said that she hopes that the parties can resolve their differences and have a bill passed by the end of next week. She said that they hope to get it passed by next week. In addition to this, Steven Mnuchin said that his aim was also to reach an agreement by the end of next week as well. However, on the other side of this, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy said on CNBC's Squawk Box earlier on Tuesday that I envision that this bill doesn't get done by the end of July, it doesn't get done by the end of next week, but he does expect it to be done by the first week of August. And similar to this, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell told reporters that it is very unlikely that the deal will get done before the end of July, but he thinks the first week of August as well. So based on what everyone is saying, they're going to try to get the second stimulus package passed by the end of July, the end of next week, but it seems like most likely it'll be the first week of August. This is all good news moving forward. They're all saying that we will see direct stimulus checks and it should be passed by the first week of August, maybe as early as the end of next week. So anyways, that's just a quick update on what is going on in the world this morning on Wednesday, July 22nd, 2020. We covered everything from cases rising and deaths rising all across the country, President Trump saying how things are going to get worse before things get better, what Mitch McConnell said will be in the second stimulus package, and how he guaranteed that there will be direct stimulus checks, and finally a specific timeline from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and from Mitch McConnell on the second stimulus package. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get $5 when you download the Acorns Investing app. Get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull Investing app. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.